Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And it's the Pacers to start out. Outside Harden.
I got it.
Pass to Black. Down low. Shot's good by Thompson. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Outside Harden. They swipe it. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. There's a screen by Turner. Harden can't hit. And here's Minnesota now. Outside, DiVincenzo sends it home from three-point land.
You know, in the pick and roll, you got a lot of options, but sometimes the best option is to do it yourself. DiVincenzo making the right choice there.
Three-pointer, Harden. And Indiana misses again. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value utility guy.
Pass to Turner. Shoots over Davis. Gay. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Kept alive.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Thompson with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Harden, good.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Hey, yo, right there.
Now here's Thompson. Continues to make an impact on offense, putting up 21 a game. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Back to Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Davis. Davis knocks it loose.
You don't know exactly where Davis is. He's going to deny you a shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, BA.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Nick Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That free throw good from Davis.
And, you know, for a big man, Anthony Davis has always been above average in the free throw line.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Left side, Simmons. Pass to Turner. Oh, there's the alley. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Gay. Takes it inside. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the bucket there. He wasn't about to pass that one up. He threw it down.
Here's Simmons. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Shoots a fadeaway. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Grab that.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Davis playing big. Love to see that. Creating extra scoring opportunities as a result.
Come on, come on.
Outside Simmons. Gay outside.
Come to me, come to me.
The shot.
Come on.
And they get it back.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Pass to Davis. Here's Christie. One to fall yet. Minnesota shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And so he makes both from the line.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Walker sets a screen. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Back to Reed. Reed sets a screen. From deep, Conley drains the triple. Conley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Here's Black. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. As Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Harden with it. He's picked up by Conley. Oh, it's Gay with the jam. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot. Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Conley on the attack. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Timely cut by Conley. He took off the moment he saw that opportunity open up.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
Here's Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Randall's got his first 2 points.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to review the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. And the Pacers with possession here. Trailing by 2. Outside Harden. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
Pass to McKee. McDaniels a screen. And it's McKee missing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Really clever at getting his body into defenders.
Harden hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 3.
Set up. Screen.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Comes up empty down low. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play, but Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Indiana shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
An effective playmaker and a more efficient scorer, Harden continues to be a highly productive player.
Pass to Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson with a screen. Harden misses.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Davis misses.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been a more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
It's 2-on-1. And they get it. AD doing what he does.
Always among the league leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Outside Harden. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Indiana Pacers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Here's Simmons. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And it's Simmons missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
For three, DiVincenzo. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
When Simmons is driving inside, I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Pacers substitution, number 26, Ben Shepherd.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's DiVincenzo. No good. Good D by Simmons.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
The three from Thompson. And McKee pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 8. Out to DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota with a rebound. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand. Here's Christie. Soft touch off the glass. And it's now only a 5-point Indiana lead.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And here's Simmons. And 6. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I just love that alley-oop slam, man.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Christie. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Pass to Gay. 1:25 left in the third quarter of the game. Thompson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Christie. No good on the triple. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Pacers. Out to the wing. Here's Simmons. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Simmons has got 6 in the quarter.
Simmons muscling his way right into his shot. He gets the ball inside like that, it's almost a wrap.
Inside. Here's Thompson. Excellent D there from Davis. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 6-point game.
The length that McDaniels brings gives him an advantage against the smaller defender, sometimes drawing a foul like he did there.
Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And both free throws good for McDaniels.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Black. Second shot opportunity. And Conley grabs the miss. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. The Pacers out in front, up by 2. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. And that one's good. Stewart.
All the talk is about Harden scoring, but I tell you what, he can dish that rock, too.
Drills it from deep.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Harden. And the jam by Walker.
Go up and get it, young man. Walker's terrifying when he's attacking the rim.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch pails with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
Outside Harden to the paint. Here's Stewart. Out to Thompson. Pass to Walker. With the drive. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and get it.
Now Porter. Reed sets a screen. He got a piece of it. They get it back. Outside Harden. He takes it in.
Oh! Wow. Come away with authority.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Three can't hit.
They've been winning the rebound battle today. Another big board right there.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the board. They've got to keep it up.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Alexander Walker. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Harden misses.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Pass to Reed. Randall outside. Alexander Walker with it. And he jams it home with authority.
Unselfish, good vision. Nice dime by Julius.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Fades away. And Indiana misses again. Outside corner. To take the lead. The rebound by Stewart.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Deflected.
You know, one area where I think Porter Jr. has surprised a bunch of folks is his shot blocking. I mean, he's got a natural knack for doing it.
Hits the trifecta. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Outside Conley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Thompson.
Conley just keeps producing. He's the ultimate professional.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Stewart, right side. To win the drought. And it's in. And now they trail by just 4.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
There's 39 seconds left to the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Conley from behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And it's Simmons missing. Davis with it. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Boy, they didn't.